Okay, now starting with the fifth problem, we'll read the problem and represent the data as per the master diagram. So a top view and the front view of line AB 70 mm and 80 mm respectively. Means here those are these lines, these lengths are top view, means top view is 70 mm and front view is 80 mm respectively. So from the master diagram, as we know, for top view we have two notations, AB, which is equal to plan length AB1. So I can write the data. Top view is given, so we know two notations, AB is equal to AB1 is equal to 70 mm and front view is 80 mm. So from the master diagram again, front view is A dash B dash, which is also equal to the elevation length A dash B2 dash. So I can write the data as A dash B dash is equal to A dash B2 dash is equal to 80 mm. Its end A is 15 mm above the HP and 20 mm in front of the VP. Means A is given in the first quadrant, so I can write A dash above XY and distance is 15 mm and 20 mm in front of the VP. That means A is top view is below XY and the distance is 20 mm. Okay. The end B is in third quadrant. Now compared to the fourth problem, previous problem, there position of B was not mentioned. So we solved that problem assuming B is in first quadrant. But here the specifically point B is given in third quadrant. So I can write it will be exactly reverse of this case. So B dash will get the front view below XY and B will be above XY. So I can write B dash below XY. I don't know the distance and B is above XY. Okay. Draw the projections if the line is 100 mm long. Now true length is given here 100 mm. So I can write the data as A dash B1 dash, which is the true length in front view, and A B2, which is the true length in top view. So I can write A dash B1 dash is equal to A B2 is equal to 100 mm. Obviously true length is always greater than top view and front view length. So now we'll start with the actual solution. Again, while deciding the space utilization, we know point B is in third quadrant. So my solution will be both above XY as well as below XY. We'll start with the XY line. Then starting with the point A, we know A dash is 15 mm above and 20 mm below XY. So first drawing a vertical line to locate A dash and A perpendicular to XY. So we know A dash is 15 mm above. So we'll mark A dash first and 20 mm below. Okay. So we have marked A dash and A. Now, similar to the previous problem, theta and phi are not given, those are asked. So we need to find theta and phi. So I can't start with the true length and angle because angles are not given. So I need to start with the elevation length and plan length because I know front view and top view length, and elevation length is horizontal line passing through A dash and plan length is a horizontal line passing through A. So I can first mark A dash B2 dash, which is the elevation length, and A B1, which is the plan length. So first marking the horizontal line from both A dash and A. Now with A dash I need to mark elevation length which is equal to the front view, which is given as 80 mm for this problem. So I'll mark length equal to 80 mm from A dash, and this will give me the point B2 dash comparing with the master diagram. So I need to mark 80 mm to get B2 dash, and this length is elevation length. Similarly, I can mark plan length, which is equal to the top view length given as 70 mm. So with A on the horizontal line, I can mark plan length, which is 70 mm, and the point I'll get is B1. So I have marked B2 dash and B1 to get elevation length and plan length respectively. Now, starting with B2 dash, on the vertical projector I'm going to locate B2, which will give me the true length, because true length is also known. So I'll first produce B2 dash. Now I need to decide where should I produce, upwards or downwards. So for that I need to first check the position of this B, point B. Now here it is shown that said that point B is in third quadrant. So I know B2 will be along on the locus of B. So point B we know is going to lie on above the xy. So B2 will be also above xy. So I need to project this B2 dash above xy only. Okay. Similarly, to locate true length now, I know on the same vertical projector I'm going to get point B2, and true length is AB2, which is given as 100. So the length equal to 100 mm. Now with A as a center, because I need to mark AB2, which is the true length in top view, and I know it will be above xy. So from B2 dash I have projected that line upwards. So here I am getting the point B2. Okay. Similarly, I can draw a vertical projector from B1 to locate B1 dash, which will give me the true length in front view. Now for that I need to check again the position of B. B is in third quadrant, so B dash is going to lie below xy. So B dash and B1 dash are going to lie in the same line locus of B dash. So B1 dash will also below xy. So this point B1 I need to project vertically downwards to get location of B1 dash. Now as I have already taken length equal to 100 for marking true length in top view, the same length I can take to mark true length in front view, which is A dash B1 dash. So B1 dash I can mark on the vertical projector, drop from B1. So here I'll get the point B1 dash. Now after locating both B2 and B1 dash, I can now draw loci of B and B dash respectively. So from B2 I can draw horizontal line to get locus of B, and from B1 dash I can draw horizontal line to get locus of B dash. So here it is locus of B and it is locus of B dash. Okay. Now we have marked elevation length, plan length. Now we have marked the true length. So I'll just join A dash B1 dash to get the true length in front view, and I'll join AB2 to get the true length in top view. Okay. Now as we know, to mark the final position of front view, I need to produce the elevation length up to locus of B dash. So we have already marked the elevation length A dash, B2 dash, and we have marked the locus of B dash also. So I need to produce this length, this arc downwards to cut locus of B dash. So I'll get the final position B dash here. Similarly, for getting B, I have to produce the plan length AB1 to cut locus of B. So I have already marked the plan length AB1 and we have already marked locus of B, which is here. So I need to produce that arc upwards up to locus of B. So here I am getting point B. So A dash B1 dash is the true length. Similarly, AB2 is the true length. Now we have marked point B and B dash. So I can join A dash B dash to get the final front view. And AB to get the final top view. Now it is not similar solution compared to the master diagram because point B is in the third quadrant. So front view will come from above XY in the downward direction, and top view will be starting from below XY and it will go above XY. So we need to remember this because point B is in third quadrant. Now we will calculate the angles theta and phi. So which are the angle made by A dash B1 dash true length in front view. That angle will be theta. So we need to measure this angle theta. And similarly, angle made by true length in top view AB2, which is denoted by phi. I can show the answers separately here. So we need to measure theta and phi. So now I'll measure those angles. So before that, I'll check the test of correctness of my solution, which is B and B dash should lie on the same vertical line. Some minute errors are acceptable. So here they are almost passing through the same vertical projector. So I can now measure those angles. So theta the angle is 45 degrees and phi is upwards. So it is almost 38 degrees. Again, plus minus 1 degree is acceptable. So I'll write AB as top view and A dash B dash as front view. Okay. So this completes the solution and we have got the required answers. Now similar problem is asked in May 10 for 9 marks. So which can be solved using the same procedure. So I'll read that. The top view of 100 mm long line AB measures 70 mm while the length of its front view is 85 mm. So if I compare with this problem, again the true length, top view length and front view lengths are given. This is the similar data. Then its one end A is 15 mm above the HP and 25 mm in front of the VP. That means point A location is again first quadrant. That is also given. The other end is in the third quadrant. The other end means B is in third quadrant, which is similar to this problem. Draw the projections and find its inclination with HP and VP. So this problem is similar to this problem, only changes are in the values of data. So we can solve using the same method. So this completes the solution for this problem.